Alright, hi friends. This is my daughter Destiny. Say hi.
Hello.
We are going to make banana bread right now, and we have a special recipe here from Destiny's friend Rivka. And she has this amazing banana bread recipe, and we're going to use bananas. I know they look bad, but they're perfect for banana bread. This is actually flaxseed meal that we're going to use instead of using an egg. So here's the flaxseed. You just put this, combine this with some water, and it makes a binding agent. And then we have baking soda that we're going to use. We have all-purpose flour, sugar, there, some pure vanilla extract, some salt. Don't forget the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some vegetable oil and some soy milk. So that's all of our ingredients, and Destiny's going to put the dry ingredients in one bowl and the wet in the other, and then combine it. So take it away, Destiny. Okay. So yeah, those, when you think you're going to get rid of your bananas, you should keep them. Instead of throwing them away, you should make banana bread. Wouldn't that be great? And then one thing we did before we started was we preheated our oven, because it's always important to do that, so that it's nice and hot for when you're going to put your mixture in. And then Destiny also used this pan that we're going to do, and she sprayed it so that it doesn't stick to the pan. So nobody wants their banana bread to stick to the pan. So Destiny's just putting in 4 bananas into the bowl. So are the bananas considered a wet ingredient?
Yeah.
So that's part of the wet, because bananas are nice and soft. Now she's going to mash them all up so they're easy to blend. So you could also use a mixer, but Destiny says it's just as easy to use a fork and combine all the ingredients that way. So what do we need next?
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil. How much vegetable oil are we using?
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup. That's 1/4. So 1/4 cup. Or 1/4 cup. And then Destiny likes to have this be a vegan recipe, so there's no animal products, so we're going to use soy milk so that it's nice and healthy. We're also putting 1/4 cup of soy milk. And then now we're getting our vanilla, and what size of spoon is that?
Well, this is 1/2 teaspoon, but you're supposed to put in 2 teaspoons.
1/2 teaspoon is what she has, but we're putting in 2 teaspoons, so we need 4 half a teaspoon to make 2 teaspoons. That's our dry ingredient. So Destiny's rinsing out the 4th cup so that we don't want to get any of the other ingredients in the flour bag. So she's making it nice and dry so nothing sticks to it. And she's putting in
2 cups.
2 cups. So she's got 1/4 of a cup in there. So instead of using, she's trying to minimize how many things she has to wash after. So she could use just a cup and do it 2 times, but since she has the 1/4 cup out, she's going to do that 8 times. Double checking her recipe to make sure she's doing the right amount, just like we do in class. And now she's rinsing the flour off because she doesn't want to get any flour in our sugar. And so remember that's she has 1/4 of a cup and she's putting in 2, which makes it 1/2 a cup. Putting in salt. Salt you might not think it's important in a banana bread recipe, but it is. It's going to make it taste yummy, just like the sugar or any other ingredient. And now we're putting in the baking soda. So did we get everything? Let's see, we have flaxseed, which is right here. She's mixing up the dry ingredients. We put baking soda, we put flour, we put sugar, we put salt. Those are all our dry ingredients. And then, well, we didn't put chocolate chips in yet, but we did for our wet ingredients. We put in oil, we put in vanilla, we put in the soy milk, and now we're just going to combine the flaxseed meal, which it acts as a binding agent. It's instead of using an egg, you put that in. So there's all our wet ingredients. There's all of our dry ingredients except for the chocolate chips. Destiny's gonna mix all that up and then combine both of them together. And she's doing a little at a time so that it gets really mixed well together, because sometimes if you put too much of it in, it just becomes really globby. I'm not sure, is that a word, Destiny? Globby?
I don't think so, but it doesn't really matter.
So just like in when we make cookies, like chocolate chip cookies, if we make them by scratch, then you would pour in the flour and stuff into a blender slowly. This is basically the same type of thing. But we're not using a blender, we're using woman power and stirring it with a fork. Yep, a fork and our strong arms. And I'm just holding the bowl for her because she has both her hands full. Is this making you guys hungry? You probably will be once you start seeing those chocolate chips go in. Because banana bread with chocolate chips is amazing. And remember what we said when we cook, we want to make sure it's all stirred, because somebody does not want to bite into a big, a big bubble of flour. So we try to make sure that we get it really smooth and really mixed so that it's all ready to be baked evenly and everything's mixed together. So that's the rest of the dry ingredients. Just get all those edges, just like we do in class. Scraping down the bottom to see if there's any dry flour or dry ingredients down there. We don't want any surprises when we pour it into the pan. And then I think we need to combine the chocolate chips next. I think that's just about it. Ooh, chocolate chips. Who likes chocolate chips? This is something that I think you can sometimes do more, add more or less, depending on how you like it. If you like a lot of chocolate chips, you could always put a little bit more in the recipe. If you didn't like them as much, you don't even have to use them at all, or you can put in less. Look at those, yum. Was like a cup of
3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup. Yeah, I would have put in like for sure a cup.
There's already a lot in here.
Destiny says there's a lot, so we'll listen to her. She's the baker today. You always gotta listen to the baker.
If we put in a cup, it'll be like more chocolate chip than banana bread.
Okay. It's all good.
Okay.
Now are we gonna move the pan over here?
Yeah.
Alright, we are gonna make some room for the pan to pour it in the pan. deliciousness going into the pan that's greased. And actually, we could lick the bowl if we wanted on this one because there's no egg in there. So you could lick the bowl and stick a few chopped chips in there if you wanted. I know we always say don't lick the bowls when we use eggs, but this one doesn't have any eggs, so you could technically do it. And so, looking at Rivka's recipe, we're going to bake it in a pan for 350 degrees for 40 minutes. All right. And then I will put some pictures on of how beautiful this banana bread comes out. Thank you, Chef Destiny. All right. Talk to you guys later.